Welcome to another episode of Dust and Bubbles. We are on an 8,000-mile, 7-week journey through Canada and exploring Alaska. Today, we're headed to Wasilla. We're stopping at the Iditarod Trail race headquarters. The Iditarod Trail Sled Dog Race, more commonly known as the Iditarod, is an annual long-distance sled dog race held in Alaska in early March. It travels from Anchorage to Nome. Mushers and a team of between 12 and 16 dogs, of which at least 5 must be on the tow line at the finish line, cover the distance of 938 miles in 8 to 15 days or more. The Iditarod began in 1973 as an event to test the best sled dog mushers and teams, but evolved into today's highly competitive race. Teams often race through blizzards causing whiteout conditions, sub-zero temperatures, and gale force winds, which can cause the wind chill to reach negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit. After the Iditarod, we decided to do a little off-road adventure to Petersville, Alaska. Petersville is a tiny, remote, unincorporated community of about 27 residents, located at the end of Petersville Road, roughly 145 miles north of Anchorage and 29 miles northwest of Trapper Creek. Known for its rich gold mining history, stunning views of Denali, and expansive backroad trails, it is a popular gateway for wilderness recreation. Petersville Road, a roughly 40-mile winding gravel road branching off of the George Parks Highway. We did get to do a little panning for gold, didn't produce anything, and unfortunately, our stunning views of Denali were obscured by clouds. Either way, we had a great time exploring this back road. The next day, we planned to off-road to Knik Glacier, probably the most difficult off-road trail for this adventure. The 25-mile-long Knik Glacier snakes out of the Chugach Mountains before tumbling dramatically into an iceberg-studded lake that feeds the Knik River. With a 5-mile-wide face and daily calving, the glacier's an impressive sight. Its 400-foot tall walls of ice rise up from the lake, where those icebergs are floating, turning, and breaking apart. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to see any of that. So we had our 25-mile trail up the Knik River planned, and made it about 5 miles before we hit the first major water crossing. We'd already hit several small water crossings, but this one came up to mid-tire, then above the tire, then just below the door. And at the point where I was taking water into the cab of my Jeep, I decided maybe this trip isn't for us today. Turns out we were there during high water, and the water, although receding daily, hadn't receded enough for us to make it up to the glacier. So instead, we stopped along the shoreline of the river and thought, well, let's throw our line in and see what happens. Boy, did we have a treat. We ended up collectively bringing in 9 salmon off of this little shoreline. Several silvers, mostly reds or sockeyes. So after cleaning them, prepping them up, and getting them all ready, we ended up with a substantial amount of meat. Very exciting. Short but scenic day driving south past the Cook Inlet to Soldotna. We stopped to see these Dall sheep high in the cliffs, nimbly walking across what would be certain death for us with ease. We saw the train go by, and I imagined how scenic that trip must be for them. We arrived at the Edgewater Lodge and RV, which was located about 40 yards from the Kenai River. We did a little fishing and prepped for our big day tomorrow. Today is Talon Air fly-in for fishing and bear watching. We take the seaplane across the Cook Inlet to the Big River Lake. transfer to boats, scoot across the river, dodging sandbars and trusting our life to our trusty guide.
Then you got me. I'm so smart.
Once in our fishing spot, we commenced to slaying silver salmon, with a limit of 3 per person. After a few hours, and several fighting silvers later, we all limit out. The guides have some incredible skills, reading the water, knowing where the silvers are loaded up. Not sure what they saw, but somehow they know, an acquired skill for sure. Good job, Bill. Good job, Chris. We had to do a bit of bear watching, but the only one we saw was this cub playing in the tree. Back to the plane for a little glacier flyover before heading home. The pilot was incredible, flying at what felt like 50 feet and banking the plane so it felt like we could touch the glacier. Stay tuned for our next episode when we head to Homer, Alaska for hiking, halibut fishing, and much, much more. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed it.